My name is Jason Hughes. I am the producer at Adhesive Games on Hawken. Well, here at GDC, we're showing a lot of new stuff for Hawken. We've been working really hard. Right now we're in open beta. So open beta, there are a lot of things that we're working on, not only with content, but also with features and a lot of behind the scenes things that people may not necessarily know of right away. So one of the things that we're showing off is we have a new map that we've been working on. It was one that we had as a white boxed map, basically wasn't decoed, had no textures, had nothing, just a pure play environment. We had that earlier, I should say at the end of last year, in our closed beta and our alpha test as well. There are a lot of big fans of that map. We keep asking, where's that map, where's that map? Well, we're finally unveiling it, so we have an opportunity for players to look forward to that. It's a beautiful map. It's a larger map than we've had than some of the other ones that are out there, and I think players are really going to enjoy it. We are also talking about our latest mech, which is coming out, the Technician, which is a support class mech. It's a big deal for us because we haven't actually put in the support class there for players. It was one that we had discussed at the end of last year, the end of 2012. We talked about, well, we have a healing torch. It's one that we're working on. It's coming, but we've been taking our time with it and tweaking and playing with it a little bit. So that is going to be coming up in next month as well. It changes the dynamic of the game. It changes how the flow of the match, and in a really positive way. So not everyone who plays Hawken is really good at being at the front of the line, the front of the charge, that has the skill set and the twitch response to take down any enemy that they need to with deadly pinpoint accuracy, right? So by adding this type of, by finally releasing this mech, I should say, it gives those who are a little bit more, who perhaps like to stay behind the front lines, who like to play a little bit more of a supportive role, that opportunity is for them. And we're going to reward them for that too. We have, at the studio, we've had people who are at the top of the scoreboards for a match by playing the Technician, and they don't have the highest kill count, but they've certainly supported the team enough, and we reward players in gameplay for that. But what we've been working on with Nvidia over the past few months is taking advantage of some of their new destruction abilities. So what we have is, what we were showing at PAX East, and what we're also showing at GDC is just a small, basically it's a prototype map. It's a demo map of what's possible with the technology and what we've been playing with. We can have a multiplayer experience where basically everything is destructible to an extent what makes sense. So you can, it adds a lot more weight to a mech. So you can go crashing through a wall, you can be blowing a wall up, you can have an enemy above you with an overpass, you can take out the ground from underneath them, they can come crashing down, and it just adds a different level of excitement to know that you're not really safe anywhere and that you really are all powerful as you completely level these surrounding buildings. So that, from a pure gameplay standpoint, is what the destruction will allow us to achieve, is just putting greater emphasis on the power of the mech and just a complete visceral experience that's truly exciting to play. Part of working with them is there is a certain amount of need for CPU, a certain amount of need for GPU. And what we're looking at right now is the destruction relies a lot on GPU strength. Now, the goal is for that to be scalable. We don't want to put effort into something and have only a small amount of people be able to play it. But the goal is for it to be playable by lots of people. It just scales. And to have it actually be simulated as much as possible on the client side. So it's not something that's replicated and synced up to the network gameplay. So there's some more work we have to do with that. But we want that ability, we want that to scale with someone's hardware, so that the scope of how awesome it looks is tied to, has a little bit more to their system specs. Sort of like you can choose between, like your texture quality with any other PC game. You can have low, medium, high, ultra. So the cooler it looks, yes, you can experience it all that on ultra, but it's still playable and you can still have fun even on low. So I really want to encourage everyone to go to playhawken.com. You just go to playhawken.com. You can register. It is absolutely free. Download the client. Start getting there and playing. Bring your friends, bring the whole family. We are in open beta right now. We are working really hard on getting to towards our version 1.0, which will be coming later this year. We don't have a particular date for it, but we do have an image, a vision for the game of what we want the core experience of Hawken to be, and we're in development right now to get to that point. So the more people that we have playing, the more people we have engaging in the forums and with the rest of the community, the better we can make that game. Playhawken.com. It's free to play. Go and have a good time, and hopefully we'll see everybody out there.